Hey guys, welcome back. We're cooking with gas now. We've got our system running, as you've probably seen in the previous episode. I've still got to remove this alarm because it's saying I've got 9 cells counting is not equal to the settings. So we'll fix that by updating our software. So first thing we need to do, you need to go over, let's see if I can find this first. You need to get yourself across to jkbms.com.support and download the software. Now the software comes in a zip file. Now once you've got it in the zip file, you download it, unzip it. The problem is it will not let you put it through the Play Store. So the first thing you need to do, hold on, we'll just see if I've got it here. You've got to download APK Unpacker, and you've got to install the software. You've got to go across, find the software, which is this one here. Don't unpack it and just let it do its thing. So install it. So I've already done it. So you press install and it will install this app here, which is your what is it? ENJPOWER. So that's the latest version of that. So you know, you've probably seen this on other channels, but I'm scanning for a connection. I've got a pair. So the password I think is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Pair failed, might be 8. Pair failed. Okay. Loves me. Okay, it's 1 2 3 4. So now we're in. We need to set up some stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do some stuff and I'll show you how it's all connected. Okay, if you can't find your Bluetooth setting, if you can't find your Bluetooth settings, press the scan button, then just press onto it and it'll connect to it. So my battery's almost full at the moment. I've only got one at the moment, so I'll go into settings. This setting here, 16 cells. I don't know whether you can see that. The 16 cells setting. Now other channels will show you the same thing. So you've got to verify your password, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then I'll let you get into there and change that. So that will set up your BMS not to have any problems, and then you've got the advanced settings, which I haven't really touched. I've just set it to the way that I've seen on other people's channels, mainly Andy's, but I'm learning a lot more at the moment than what I did before I did it. And with Andy's stuff, I understand now that really you need to have a bank of at least 30 kilovolts, maybe more, if you want to be totally off grid. I'm not, I'm in the shed at the moment. The other thing you need is a lot of solar panels. I've got the 5 kilowatts. It's putting out at the moment anywhere between 1 and 2 kilowatts per hour on the shed, and it's a 5 kilowatt system. But I have a dryer that uses 2 kilowatts every hour. So if you do the maths, and you're doing, let's say, 3 to 4 dryers a day if it's freezing cold, you're at least using 8 kilowatts, and you might not be pulling enough kilowatts in to charge the one battery. So that's where I'm saying you're going to need another battery. Preferably, if you're smart, you'll go up to about 3 batteries, like on the other channel, on Andy's channel, because it makes sense. Just makes sense. And yeah, but I'm just doing it my way. But I've been working out the calculations just for a dryer. And you know, if I want to turn on a grinder with the dryer on, you've got to look at all these things, especially down the shed. So I've got one at the moment. I did do a video on this on my channel, but I didn't release it because this would not connect to my Wi-Fi network, even though I knew how to do it. So if you're using one of these, the quick way to do it is you press long, you reset the whole unit. You press short, it'll offer you up the Wi-Fi setting. It's an ESP8266 inside here, or it might be an ESP32, depending on which one they went with. I would have gone the 8266, cheapest way to go. They've done that, but when I've tried to adjust the settings manually, because it wouldn't do it automatically to my Wi-Fi network, it would change the settings after you change it from no to yes, and you could adjust the IP address, but then you would be left with the address change. And then when you look at a product called Fing, which is an app that you can get from, I don't know whether it's on the Apple store, I'd say it would be, on the Android store, and it checks your whole network. It couldn't see it, could not see the actual inverter. So I need that to work, because I've got some other ideas rolling around in my head to monitor what I'm producing, what I'm using for this setup. So yeah, and I've been cleaning up the shed a bit. Now I know there's some rubbish over here. Well, actually it's not rubbish, it's a server. I'm going to sell it. But I'm slowly cleaning it up. I've got to clean up in the corner there. Not too happy with all that mess up there. So I will be cleaning up a bit more and getting rid of stuff I'm not using anymore. But the cover, the batteries, I've now gone with this plastic, and it's off the side of a old tower. So yeah, it's all sticky and yucky, but it's all plastic. So, and it's got some bent over bits, so it rolls over the top of the battery. So that's my first cheap way of doing it, because I've got to have a way of doing it to protect the batteries and the cabling, which I've done now. But I couldn't afford to go out and buy a big piece of plexiglass, or I don't know what you call it in other countries, but plexiglass. It's really dear here. It's only plastic, but it's dear, clear through. But the good thing about clear, you can see through it. But I can just lift that and have a quick look anyway. I'm not that worried at the moment. And this just has to be locked up and we're away. So yeah, all good.